So we got both teams out here playing varsity. We're going to have 14 minutes till the varsity game. We're going to take a quick 1-minute break, and we're going to be back in a little bit for some pregame talk and varsity game coming up. ESPN 100.3 on YouTube. We'll be back. This is Dallas Falls for ESPN 100.3. I'm sitting here with Elizabeth Curall. We're going to be covering the varsity girls basketball team. Our Lady Tarpons going up against the Terrebonne Lady Tigers. How you doing, Elizabeth?
I'm doing very well.
Doing all right. Got through one game of JV. JV had a big win against the JV Tigers, and
Hope to see the same for the varsity.
definitely. So the Lady Tarpons have a 9-4 record, having a lot of good wins. Only one loss. One loss has been with, I'm sorry, greater than a 10-point loss. Everything else has been within 10 points. So you could see that the Lady Tarpons keep it close throughout their games and just need to capitalize. Uh, One thing that Coach was talking about in our JV game, in our interview, was that they got a win last week, but it wasn't the right win. They were very sluggish, and they were not making great passes. So she hopes to see a lot of more effort from that.
Yeah, I mean,
From
they've
the
been
squad.
working in practice, as she said, trying to get that momentum back.
Definitely, and we saw a lot of great play from the JV players who are now going to get some playing time on varsity. But one big one big name on the squad is Michaela Bynum, who had a great game last week with 27 points, and she's just been killing it this season for the Tarpons.
For sure.
Uh, Along with Abigail Buzigard, who is just defending the underneath and putting up some good shots, and Sierra Lareal. Those are the big three seniors this year that are just you can see as their leadership on the team, just on the court, off the court, making sure everybody's on the same page, and just having a good time. Uh, the Lady Tarpons are known to get kind of that not sloppy start, but kind of a slow start. So, Elizabeth, how do you stop that slow start? How do you just come firing out the gate? What kind of you need to motivate you to stop that sloppy start play?
I mean, whenever I was on the team, we always had that problem of coming out, starting slow. But I mean, I think it's just you gotta have the right mindset. You gotta know what you're doing, pass it hard, get your plays in, and then you should be able to start out good.
Definitely. So, as we saw last game, turnovers and rebounds are a big part of this game. And so, how do you feel that? How do you feel about that? How do you feel about rebounding, and how big is it for the Tarpons tonight?
It's pretty big, but I feel in the JV game they were pushing the ball too hard where they couldn't really recover and make some good passes. So they were kind of like sloppy on their passes and not getting good passes in. But I
Yeah,
mean, if they slow down the ball, get some good passes in, they should be good.
yeah. It looks like a whole different squad for Terrebonne. For the Tarpons, we have JV players that kind of mesh into our varsity squad, but it looks like Terrebonne has a totally different squad for varsity. So it's gonna be interesting to see the difference in play from the two different squads of JV and varsity for the Lady Tigers. As I said in the JV game, the Lady Tigers are kind of on a roller coaster of a season. They had a win last week against Grace King, which was a big win of 50-14. So they won by a very big margin. But they've been on a roller coaster of a season. Like I said, their record 6-7, a loss following a win, and then it's kind of a loss-win situation. So they're definitely looking for some more consistency in play and some more consistency in their wins to try to ride out the rest of the season.
Both teams look like they're warming up pretty good. Getting some shots, getting some good shots put up.
Right. So it looks like the Tarpons, they are averaging about 58 points a game. So they're scoring about 754 points on the year from what I got on Max Prep. So this offense is really pushing the limit, and the defense is doing work as well. So
Yeah, I mean, I definitely hope to see like many different offense plays being run by the Lady Tarpons. Some defenses,
yeah,
picking up high on defense, you know, because that's definitely what I did last year. I used to pressure high, so I hope to see Mac or someone pick up high on defense, you know, get get a good start, rattle them up a little bit. So,
Yeah, it looked like it was working for Terrebonne in that JV game.
yeah, Terrebonne definitely had the mindset that I'm thinking of right now.
Yeah,
Picking up high, getting them a little rattled.
and it kind of worked for the Tigers. So hopefully it could work for our Tarpons. About 2 minutes left. Warm-ups are ending. So Elizabeth, how does it feel to be watching a varsity game instead of either being on the bench or playing in a varsity game? How does it feel to be in the stands?
Definitely rather the feeling of being on the court. I mean, being in the stands, I kind of want to be out there, actually playing, you know.
Yeah, it's bringing back some good memories,
Oh, yes.
definitely. Like I said, my name is Dallas Falls with ESPN 100.3. I have Elizabeth Curall. We're going to be covering the varsity girls game for y'all on YouTube. We're going to see who our starters are here in a little moment. So, kind of, it's not early in the season, but we're about to get into district play. How crucial are these out-of-district wins for the team, do you think?
I mean, each win is very crucial. I mean,
Right.
you always want to win.
So, yeah, I feel the same thing. That winning mentality is always crucial for our team. We're gonna get our starting lineups here in a little minute, and it looks like it's gonna be Bynum, Buzigard, Dewey, Larill, and is that Petrie?
And Petrie, yes.
And Petrie gonna be starting for the Tarpons. Like I said before, we didn't get a full lineup for Terrebonne, so excuse me if I don't use any names for them. We're gonna have tip-off. And
hopefully the Lady Tarpons start out good, get a good start.
here we go.
Yep.
Tip-offs recovered by the won by the Tarpons. It's gonna be out of bounds on the Tigers, and it's gonna be Tarpon ball. Long pass to Bynum at the top of the key. Bynum sets up the offense. Pass to Larill. Larill pass to Petrie. Petrie to Dewey. Dewey puts up a shot, and it is good. Nice jump shot by Dewey.
Definitely. One of St. Lafourche's strong points is getting the ball, pass around, you know, looking for a good shot.
Looks like they're doing what you said, Elizabeth. Lady Tarpons bringing up some great pressure. A little bit of sloppy pass on the transition, but now we're going to bring up the ball. Bynum setting up the offense again. Passes to Larill. Larill to Petrie. Petrie to Dewey. Dewey looking for a shot again.
What they call the walk.
Dewey's going to walk, so it's going to be Tiger ball. They're doing like you said, Elizabeth. They're getting some pressure up, trying to shake them early. They got past it looked like, but it was just a tip ball by Abigail Buzigard that stopped them last time. Terrebonne puts up a 3, misses, gets the rebound, drives in, misses a layup.
Yeah, it's definitely good to put pressure on a team right when the game starts, you know, get them rattled.
Definitely looks like it went out on one of our Tarpons, so it's going to be Tiger ball. Pass to the top of the key. Terrebonne drives in, actually kicks it out to the wing. 3-pointer misses, recovered by Terrebonne. Put up again, and she is fouled by the Tarpons, so she's going to go to the line for 2.
This makes Buzz's first foul.
Not something you want to see early. You don't want to see early fouling.
Yeah, definitely with 7 minutes still left in the game, that's not a good foul.
Yeah, 7 minutes left in the quarter, and you don't want to foul early. You want to be aggressive, but you gotta kind of watch yourself. You don't want to make it a trend going in later into the game. Terrebonne misses both of their free throws, but recovers the ball. Passes out, and goes up for the layup again, and is fouled again. And it looks like it's going to be on Abigail Buzigard, and that's her second foul already, so we're going to have to keep watching that.
St. Lafourche did look good with their hustle. I mean, they were diving on the floor to get a little pass ball, that's always good.
Definitely. It looks like just for right now that Terrebonne's getting a little more aggressive than the Tarpons underneath, and that's leading to some offensive rebounds by Terrebonne. Terrebonne makes their second free throw.
Yeah, South just needs to look to block out, not allowing the Tigers to get another rebound.
Right. Pass to Larill. Larill passes to Petrie. Back to Larill. Larill puts up a jump shot and misses off the back end of the rim. It's going to be off the Tarpon's hand, out of bounds, so it's going to be Tiger ball. Lady Tarpon's bringing that press again. Terrebonne gets past half court. Ball stolen by Dewey.
Yeah, it looks like Terrebonne can't really handle their pressure up.
Bynum passes to Larill inside to Dewey. Stumbles on it. And Dewey's called for the walk again.
South is definitely getting some good passes in,
Yeah. Some of these passes, however, are getting a little bit low, and that's causing Dewey to kind of walk with the ball before she get dribbled. So trying to get those passes back up into the chest area. Shot up by Terrebonne. Misses off the backboard. Terrebonne recovers the rebound.
Looks like Max playing some one-on-one defense with number 3 for Terrebonne.
Terrebonne puts up another 3 in the corner, misses. Rebound again by Terrebonne. Terrebonne drives in, puts up a layup, misses. Puts up the putback, misses.
Terrebonne keeps getting their own rebound, causing South Lafourche to keep on fouling down low.
Yeah, I think that was...
This makes South Lafourche's 3rd foul.
It's going to be, 3 fouls this early in the game with 5:30 left in the game. Left in this quarter, I'm sorry. 5:30 left in the quarter. It's not a good thing to have. Don't want to make it a trend here. And it looks like the Tarpons are struggling to get a rebound here, but finally Dewey gets the ball for the Lady Tarpons, and they're bringing it up the court. Not a lot of fast break from the varsity team here. As we saw, the JV team was using a lot of fast break, but the varsity team is kind of slowing things down.
Right, it looks like South's trying to get some plays in, trying to move the ball, look for an open shot.
Looks like a foul, number 3 for Terrebonne. It's going to be Tarpon ball. Terrebonne recovers the stolen ball. Terrebonne drives in. Shot is blocked by Buzigard. Bynum taking it up on the fast break. Puts up a shot and is fouled, misses a shot, so it's going to be 2 foul shots coming up for Bynum. So, Elizabeth, when you're on that fast break, how much adrenaline is going through your body, and how do you make a correct decision? Usually when I play, and I never played for school, but when I play with my friends, when I'm on that fast break, I have so much adrenaline that I end up missing the shot. How do you kind of calm down and end up making the shot or making a pass?
You just got to go in confident, like you in practice when you just going in for a free throw, like nobody's there guarding you. You just got to feel like nobody's there and just be confident in yourself and go in for that little layup.
Definitely.
Looks like Terrebonne just scored another 2 points.
Yes, and before that, Bynum made both of her free throws, I presume. Yeah.
So Terrebonne is now at 5-4.
Pass to Larill. Larill passes in to Dewey. Dewey puts up a layup. Looks like she shot it pretty much behind her head, but it goes in.
It was a very nice look for Larill.
Terrebonne breaking that press again.
Yeah, South keeps pressing Terrebonne really good, where causing Terrebonne to not get some good passes in.
But it didn't look like the Tarpons are getting those good passes in either. Looks like they're kind of going behind the player or too low, causing the player to stumble up in their motion. But the Tarpons still have the ball. Inbound by Larill to Buzigard. Nice pass up top. Buzigard puts it in for 2.
Yeah, another good look from Larill, passing it to Buzigard, getting a little easy 2 points in.
Definitely.
Looks like South Lafourche kind of eased up on their defense, aren't pressing a little so they backed up a little bit.
Bynum's going to take it all up the court after rebounding it. Inside the buzzer guard, out to Dewey. Dewey puts up a shot, misses, rebound by Terrebonne. Terrebonne's alone on the other side of the court.
That didn't look too good. All Terrebonne's players were on their side when they had a fast break, so it was easy 2 points to them just now.
Bynum takes it up after Terrebonne scores those 2 points. Larill for a 3 and misses. Gets her own rebound, jump ball. It's going to be Tarpon's ball.
It's a nice hustle from Larill, getting her own rebound after she just put up a 3.
Definitely. Always taught at a young age to follow your shot, and that's what she did there.
Right.
Shot by Petrie, misses. Recovered by the Tarpons, shot by Bynum off the rim. Recovered by the Terrebonne Tigers.
Another fast break by the Terrebonne where it looks like more Terrebonne players are down the court rather than Tarpon players. So Tarpons really need to get their hustle down the court, you know.
Yep, got a little lucky there. A little long ball that went out of bounds before the Lady Tigers could get to it. Pass on the inside the buzzer guard. Foul on Tigers. Still going to be Tarpon's ball. So as many fouls as the Tarpons are getting, the Tigers are also getting a lot of fouls in this first quarter.
Right. Larill looked in for Bynum, but it wasn't really there.
But the Tarpons recover, and some nice passing leads to a score by Buzzegard, making the score 10-7 in this first quarter. With about 2 minutes left. 2 minutes left in the quarter. Terrebonne brings it up.
Looks like South is waiting to see what Terrebonne's doing, you know, not really picking up on defense, but...
Yeah, kind of laid back right there off the press, but...
But it caused Terrebonne to get a bad pass in, so South Lafourche recovered the ball.
Pass to the outside by Petrie to Larill. Scores a three-pointer. Nice shot.
It was a very nice look from Petrie to Larill, where Larill scored a 3.
Yep, she was not wide open, but she was very open to put up a 3, relaxed and calm, and she just drains the 3, making the score 13-7. Terrebonne puts up their own 3, misses, but Terrebonne recovers the rebound.
Looks like Sal did not do a very good job on blocking out just now.
Looks like it's going to be backcourt violation. Pass was a little long before the Tigers could get to it. Larill inbounds it to Bynum. Bynum to Petrie. Back to Larill. Petrie. Then to Bynum in the corner. Keeping the outside. Oh, goes inside to Dewey. Dewey puts up a floater. And gets called for a foul, being a little aggressive, trying to get that rebound a little bit late there.
It looks like this is Dewey's second foul, so Nalasia will come in and sub for Dewey.
Terrebonne takes it in. Pass to the top of the key, shoots 3, and it is good for the Terrebonne Tigers. Score is now 13-10 with 50 seconds left in this quarter. Passes into Buzzegard. Buzzegard to Larill. Larill looks to shoot, but then passes to Bynum. Bynum to Petrie for the shot. 3 is no good. Recovered by Mack. Pass to Bynum, and Bynum puts in the floater for 2 points. What great passing and what great rebounding work by the Lady Tarpons.
It's always good to get a lot of passes in to look for that one good shot, you know.
20 seconds left in the first quarter. Passes. Pass recovered by Bynum. 10 seconds left in the game. Petrie puts up a shot. Ooh, misses off the rim. Recovered by Mack. Larill puts up a shot. Misses off of the rim. Recovered by Buzzegard. Puts it up and in. We're going to get the shot while time expires. The N1 while time expires. What a great shot by Buzzegard.
Buzz was able to put up the shot right before the buzzer went off.
And through a foul. So great effort by Buzzegard, and she makes the free throw, sending us into the second quarter. Your score is 18-10. We're going to take a 1-minute break, and then we're going to come back for a second quarter play. This is Dallas Falls and Elizabeth on ESPN 100.3. And we're back with Lady Tarpons taking on the Lady Tigers. The score is 18-10 starting the second quarter. Seeing a little bit of sloppy passing on both sides, but we're also seeing some really good plays by the Lady Tarpons, getting some rebounds and a lot of putback points and foul shots going in.
Yeah, they definitely finding the open man down.
The same thing could be said about the Lady Tigers, however. Tarpons were fouling a little heavy in the beginning of the quarter, but they kind of backed off a little bit and started playing some just aggressive D. Terrebonne makes the layup. Bynum bringing it up. Pass to Petrie. Petrie to Larill. Back to Petrie. Cross court to Bynum. Lob pass to Petrie is blocked out of bounds.
Yeah, it's not always too good to make a cross-court pass right there.
Especially kind of lobbing it up there, leaving it up there for the Tigers to steal it. Shot by Petrie is no good. It's going to be out on Mack trying to get that rebound. It's going to be Tiger ball.
Looks like Lafourche is going back into their press. Nope, Rainy Terrebonne just called it off.
Trying to fake him out there, trying to get him a little bit nervous there. You could tell, even though they're not pressing, the Tarpons are playing some very tight defense, not letting too much space in between the shooters and the passers. Terrebonne recovers their shot. Shot from the corner is no good. Recovered by Larill. Bynum's going to bring it up to half court. Not a lot of fast breaks off of rebounds for the Tarpons, and I feel like that's where they do most of their work. So we're going to see how that affects them later in the game. Pass in from Larill to Buzzegard. Buzzegard tries to put up a shot and is fouled, so she'll go to the line for 2 shots.
Like we said in the JV game, always going to the free throw line is pretty much good, easy points to get on the board. So you definitely have to practice shooting some free throws during practice.
Looks like there's gonna be a timeout. Lady Tarpons are being aggressive. The score is 19-12. Being aggressive down low, but also taking a couple of 3-pointers. So.
I mean, they definitely have some open looks with some shots that they're trying to put in, but sometimes, all your shots just don't really go in all the time.
Same could be said for the Tigers. They're taking, you can see a new Tiger team kind of here for Varsity. JV was kind of just putting up threes, but this Tiger team is driving in on the Tarpons, but they're being met with a wall of defense underneath. So I think that's why the Tarpons are hanging on to their lead. Shot by Buzzegard free throw by Buzzegard is good, making the score 20-12. Terrebonne brings it up.
Lafourche still needs to work hard. I mean, this 8 points is not very big of a lead, but they still can't slack off.
walking is called on Terrebonne, so it's going to be Tarpon ball. If there would have been walking there, it looked like she had a good shot going up. She missed it, but it looked like she had a good shot going up. So Tarpons kind of need to tighten up underneath on defense. Pass to Petrie.
It looks like Terrebonne isn't really picking up high on the top ball.
Looks like the ref's going to call a jump ball. So it's going to be arrows pointing to the Tarpon, so it's going to be Tarpon ball. Tarpon's inbounded to Petrie. Petrie puts up a three. Oh, almost goes in and out of the rim. Terrebonne's down to make it easy layup, though.
Very easy fast break where Lafourche just didn't hustle all the way down. I mean, the Tigers had 2 girls down, and the Lafourche Tarpons were nowhere to be found.
Bynum's pass is stolen and laid up for the Tigers, making the score 20-16. So that lead is kind of getting
4 points.
Yeah, it's getting a lot smaller. Do you start feeling a little bit more pressure as a player when the lead gets smaller, or
Almost definitely.
start maybe playing a little bit more aggressively and leads to fouls, and it might lead to some poor decisions?
Yeah, it looks like a foul was just called on Bynum, and it looks like Madeline Bourgeois is coming in, subbing for Buzzyguard. Each team has 5 fouls.
Good call. Tarpons need to just keep their heads up and keep their minds on clean play and just get some good shots up and stay aggressive on defense. Terrebonne's trying to set up their offense here.
Yeah, it looks like Bynum's not really picking up high on defense, kind of allowing Terrebonne to decide what they want to do in their offense.
Yeah. Rebound is recovered by Terrebonne and put up is going to be fouled. So she is going to go to the line for 2 shots. First free throw misses. There's about 4 minutes, 43 seconds left in this half of girls varsity play. Shot is good, making your score 20-17. 1 possession game now. Tarpons need to get something rolling on offense here. Cross court to Larill. Larill passes to Petrie. Petrie to Bynum in the corner. Bynum puts up a floater and misses. Recovery by the Tarpons. Tarpons kick it out to Petrie. Petrie puts up a 3 off of the back of the rim. Larill recovers. Shot is up and no good, and recovered by the Tigers. Tigers hustle down and get a very good layup. Now it is 20-19.
I can definitely say that Terrebonne is getting a lot of fast breaks on Lafourche, where Lafourche is just not hustling down the court, allowing Terrebonne to get some easy baskets up.
Definitely. Pass to Bynum. Bynum passes to Larill. Pass tipped. Pass to Bynum. Bynum puts up a shot. Recovered by the Tarpons by Bourgeois, but just loses the dribble down low.
It looks like South has been putting up a lot of shots, but they just aren't going in.
Definitely. And I feel like Terrebonne is getting a lot more offensive rebounds than the Tarpons are, which makes more opportunities for Terrebonne to put it in, making the lead that the Tarpons have very small. Going to get a pick on Bynum, but a pass to the wing by Terrebonne. Back to the top of the key. Bynum's not really pressuring, as we said. She's inching closer, just keeping.
I do feel if Bynum would probably pressure, it would get the girl rattled, so therefore she would probably get the ball, getting an easy, very fast break layup.
Definitely. The layup is missed and recovered by Bourgeois, so Tarpon's going to have the ball. Bynum coming up the court, passes to Petrie. Petrie puts up a shot, misses. It's going to be out on Terrebonne, so Tarpons will keep possession. Tarpon's having trouble inbounding it. Gets it to Mac, who passes it to Bynum at the top of the key. Passes to Larill. Larill to Petrie. Petrie on the inside to Mac. Mac puts up a shot and misses. Terrebonne brings it up on the fast break. Pulls up at the free throw line for a jump shot. Misses. Recovered by Terrebonne, but stolen by the Tarpons. Bynum bringing it up. Pass to Larill. Larill to Petrie. Petrie back to Larill. Inside to Mac. Mac puts up a shot. Off of the rim. Recovered by Larill. Pass to Mac. Pass to Bynum. Bynum shot. It's no good.
Very good hustle by Mac because it looks like Terrebonne had the ball and they would pass it down the court, but Mac stole it.
Great passing from Bynum. And then Larill, and then inside to Bourgeois for a great 2-point play. We're going to get some substitutions. Bourgeois is going to go out, and Buzigard is going to come back in for the Tarpons, and Terrebonne had a couple of substitutions. We have about 2 minutes left in the second quarter. The score is 22-19. Not a big lead that you want going into half, so maybe the Tarpons could get a little bit more offense going here. Kind of staying with that tight but not pressure defense. Pass to the inside and is good, making the score 22-21. Tarpons still have the lead. Bynum brings it up. Pass to the inside of Buzigard. Can't keep a hand on it. It's going to be jump ball, and it's going to be Tigers ball. Arrows pointing towards Terrebonne's way, so it's going to be the Tigers ball. Coming up at halftime, we're going to have some first half play, some recap, and some things that both sides are doing right and both sides are slacking on. Terrebonne shoots a three, misses, recovered by Terrebonne.
It looks like Lafourche isn't really blocking out that much. I mean, Terrebonne keeps getting their rebound.
Definitely.
Which is not a good thing.
Terrebonne at the top of the key shoots a three, misses, recovered by Terrebonne again. Terrebonne puts up another shot, misses. Looks like there's going to be a foul. And it's going to be on Terrebonne, so it's going to be Tarpon ball. Right? Or no?
No, I believe they called it on Sierra.
Sierra, they called on. I thought they said one white, but it's going to be out. It's going to be a foul on Sierra Larill, so looks like we're in bonus play, so it's going to go.
It looks like Terrebonne's trying to argue the ref, asking why Sierra got called a foul.
Definitely. It didn't look like Sierra was that into that pile, so it was. I was wondering why they would call it on Sierra, but
it is now Tarpon's ball. Mac is taking it down.
pass to Petrie. Petrie to the Larill, top of the key. They have 37 seconds left. Petrie puts up a shot, and it is in. Great three-point shot to have before you go into the half. You have about a little under 30 seconds left. Looks like this is going to be probably the last possession of the half, unless Tarpons could get a steal. Pass to the wing, to the inside. There's going to be a walking call with 11 seconds left. Tarpons are going to get the last possession of the half.
It was good defense on the Tarpons, causing Terrebonne to get a little turnover, so they can get the last shot, hopefully.
Bynum brings it up. 5 seconds left. Passes into Mac. Mac passes to Buzigard. 2 seconds left. Buzigard gets called for the foul with 0.7 seconds left. So she's going to be shooting 2 free throws before the end of the half.
These are crucial free throws right here.
Yeah, you want to expand your lead as much as you can before going into half. She misses the first one. See if she can get the second one. Second shot is good, making the score 26-21. Probably going to be the score going into half, and it is. So going into halftime, the score is Lady Tarpons 26, Lady Tigers 21. We're going to take a quick break here, and then we're going to come back with some recap and some talk on their first half play. This is Dallas Falls with ESPN 100.3 YouTube. This is Dallas Falls back with ESPN 100.3. Elizabeth stepped away for a little minute, so we're going to thank our sponsors, Wild Cafe, Vision Communications, Lady of the Sea General Hospital, Joe Septic, and don't forget about our Lafourche High School baseball camp. You could see their logo coming up, their board coming up in a little while. Don't forget to sign up, and I know it's a great camp coached by our own Andrew Revalier. I probably butchered that last name because I haven't said his name since high school, but Elizabeth's back, so we're going to get a little bit of recap of the first half. So, Elizabeth, what are the Lady Tarpon struggling on in the first half?
I believe they're struggling and they're not really picking up on defense. I mean, they kind of letting Terrebonne kind of do their own thing, getting some passes in and definitely blocking out. They're letting Terrebonne get a lot of rebounds, which is not too good, allowing Terrebonne to put up more shots than they should, causing them to put some points on the board.
Definitely.
And I believe that sometimes when like Lafourche is coming down, they looking like they only passing one pass and then they putting up a shot, which is not too good. I mean, and then allowing Terrebonne to get the rebound. So
yeah, you want to let a lot of passes go in before you get a shot up. So, but what are some of the things that Lafourche is doing right that they can keep going in the second half?
they're definitely hustling. I mean, I've seen some diving on the floor.
Yeah, their hustle's a big part of this game, and a reason why they still have a lead. The score is 26-21 at half. But yeah, the Lady Tarpons, as you said, they're just not getting down the floor quick enough. Terrebonne's kind of getting two players down there just in case, and they're just throwing that long ball. Got them a couple of points for some easy layups, and I think that's why the lead is so close. What are some of the things that Terrebonne is doing right against the Tarpons?
They definitely out-hustled Lafourche on a few plays. They're pushing the ball down the court, where Lafourche is not there, causing them to get an easy layup,
Yeah. Definitely. The Tigers are pressuring on defense, kind of batting a couple balls, making the passes, not exactly stealing the passes, but making the pass go off course, which could be a big deal for a team that you really want the ball where it wants to go. You want it right there in front of you and not having to chase after it or at your feet. That's why I think the Tarpons got a couple of walking calls and a couple of missed shots put up because they didn't have a right grip on the ball. So varsity play is a great thing to see again, huh, Elizabeth?
Oh, yes.
Bringing back some high school memories.
Just wish I could be back on that court.
Definitely. It's great to see how the team has played after you left. It's
They've definitely been working hard. You can tell, very big improvements.
Definitely coming into the season, obviously losing a lot of seniors and.
Yeah, for sure.
Just
definitely lost a lot of seniors.
Yeah, you, Caroline, Treya, Vic, Kaija, Ramey, just losing them. It was
was
a big
tough.
yeah. It was a big question mark for the beginning of the season for these Lady Tarpons. Seeing how because most of like you said at the beginning, most of the starting lineup was seniors last year. So coming into the season with almost a whole new starting lineup, it was interesting to see how the Tarpons were going to make it work. But they have winning 9 games, only losing 4 games. Three of those games losing by less than 10 points. So the Tarpons are definitely doing great things this season. Let's see if they can finish out this game. We're about to start back up girls varsity play.
It looks like the starting 5 is going to start the third quarter.
So that's going to be Bynum, Petrie, Buzzygard. We all call her Buzz. Need to get better at that. Buzzygard, Larill, and Dewey.
It looks like it's going to be Terrebonne's ball.
Terrebonne's ball to start the first half.
So the score is Lafourche 26, Terrebonne 21.
And here we go. Terrebonne crosses half court. Tarpon's playing that
I believe it's the same defense.
close to the same defense. A little laid back defense. Terrebonne puts up a shot recovered by the Tarpons. Tarpons need to work on their rebounding. Little sloppy pass there by Bynum. Too far to the outside of Petrie. So Terrebonne's going to take over. Pass is low. Terrebonne double dribble on number 32 for Terrebonne. So it's going to be Tarpon ball.
Looks like South's defense caused a little error for Terrebonne.
Yeah. Terrebonne was a little bit confused there on what exactly the Tarpons were showing on defense. Bynum has the ball, driving in, passes to Dewey. Dewey getting pressured heavily down low. Passes out to Petrie, I'm sorry. Petrie then passes inside, but is tipped by Lafourche and is out on Lafourche, so it's going to be Terrebonne ball. A little hazy with names tonight. Terrebonne's going to bring it up. Terrebonne getting some passes in. Terrebonne kind of drives in easily on the backside, but misses a layup. Tarpons recover. Bynum brings it up.
Tarpons are definitely calling different offensive plays, getting the ball moving, different people handling the ball, you know.
Definitely. Some nice handles there by Bynum, getting past two players, so they kick out to Larill. Larill misses the three-point, however, and is going to be out on Terrebonne, so Tarpons are going to keep the ball. Pass by Larill to Petrie. Petrie puts up a shot and misses, recovered by Terrebonne. Pass tipped by the Tarpons. Petrie puts up another shot, and it is in. 2 points for the Tarpons. Way to stay with the ball there by Bynum. Bynum was looking around for the tip ball. Got the ball, passed it to Petrie, and Petrie putting up a beautiful jump shot. Terrebonne in the corner puts up three, misses. Recovered by Bynum.
It was a very good blockout by Bynum, causing her to get the rebound, getting a little fast break, but unfortunately she missed the layup.
And it is recovered by Terrebonne.
Looks like Sierra Larill got a foul.
Got a little aggressive trying to get that ball. I think hit the face of that Terrebonne player. Good sportsmanship, though, offered to help her back up.
It is now Terrebonne's ball.
Terrebonne passes into the key. Passes back out. Gets a jump shot in from the key. Misses. Terrebonne puts up the putback shot, I'm sorry, and is
like
fouled.
Another foul on Larill. So therefore she has 3 fouls.
3 fouls on Larill.
And the girl is on the line shooting 2 free throws.
Looks like we're going to get a substitution for the Tarpons here. Mac's going to come back into the game. We're not sure for who yet. Terrebonne makes their first shot, and they're going to take out Larill. Especially in a close game like this, you want to make sure you keep those good players out of foul trouble. So good substitution work by Miss Terrebonne.
Looks like Mac was pushing the ball down the court, but she didn't really have the number, so she had to slow it down.
And it's stolen by Terrebonne and is blocked initially by the Tarpons. Terrebonne putting up some shots and it misses. It's going to be out on Petrie, so it's going to be Tiger ball. Good work by Dewey, not letting a easy shot being put up on the fast break. The Tigers get it in. And Tigers put up a floater for 2 points, which is good. Score is now 28-24 with a little under 5 minutes left in the quarter. Bynum bringing it up. Bynum kicks it to Dewey. Dewey puts up a shot. Recovered by Bynum out of nowhere and put up easily in a layup.
Very
by
good
Bynum,
rebound by Bynum.
which makes it 30-24. Tarpons lead by 6. Terrebonne puts up a shot, misses, recovered by Petrie. Bynum brings it up. She drives, ball's blocked. Terrebonne on the fast break, pass, puts up a good layup through some defense, but just misses. Looks like it's going to be a foul on Terrebonne. It's going to be Tarpon ball. Bynum's bringing it up. Passes to Dewey. Dewey's looking for a pass. Passes to Petrie at the top of the key. Passes into Mack. Ball stolen by Terrebonne. Fast break up the court. Pass by Terrebonne. Layup is up and in with the N1. Terrebonne's going to go to the line for a three-point shot at a three-point play.
Looks like Madeline Bourgeois is subbing in for Nelasia Mack.
Like we said in the first half, the Tarpons are finding a little bit of sloppy passes, and that's leading to some big turnovers in their momentum. Bynum kicks it to Petrie. Petrie kicks it to Dewey. Dewey kicks it to Bynum. Dewey puts up a shot and is fouled on the way up. 2 shots coming up.
Again, free throws are very crucial right here.
Especially this late. It's not too late in the game, but it is a close game, only winning by 3 points. You want to get as many free points as you can get.
Sure, it's really easy buckets. I mean,
Second free throw is made, making the score 31-27, making it now a 2-possession game, winning by 4 points. Terrebonne drives in, kicks it back out, double dribble. Looked like it was Miss Terrebonne wanted a little bit that call in a little bit faster, but they got the call. It's Tarpon ball.
definitely good defense on the Tarpons, causing many turnovers for Terrebonne.
Bynum brings it up. Terrebonne protecting the key, but also putting pressure on those outside players. Bynum passes to Dewey. Dewey goes to shoot and is fouled on the floor. It's going to be Tarpon's ball being taken out on the baseline. High pass to Petrie. Petrie tries to get to Bourgeois. Bourgeois' pass is tipped and stolen by Terrebonne. Terrebonne's bringing it up for the fast break. Puts up a floater, hits the front side of the rim. Recovered by the Tarpons. Petrie passes to Bynum.
Bynum is a very good ball handler.
Bynum's shot is blocked. Long pass by Terrebonne. A little too long. Now the ball is stolen by Dewey. Oh, it was by Bynum. Recovered by Dewey. My apologies. Shot up by
Petrie
and she scores.
Three.
I'm telling you, these names are killing me. I haven't seen any of these people since graduating, so a little hazy on the names. Terrebonne puts up a jump shot, misses, and it's going to be Tarpon's ball with 2 minutes left in the quarter. Looks like Ryan's coming in for Dewey. Pass to Ryan. Petrie with a shot. Recovered by Abigail Busgard, and she is fouled, so it's going to be Tarpon ball. I just can't remember Petrie's name. I just can't put the name to the face, apparently, tonight. My apologies. Ryan's going to inbound the ball for the Tarpons. Easy pass into Bourgeois, and then is laid up and in by Bourgeois.
Bourgeois was very open.
It looked like they were more worried about the three-point shot, and it just left the key wide open for Bourgeois on that play, making the score 36-27. Tarpons. Ball's bobbled by the Tigers.
Bynum is playing very tight defense. Getting some easy steals, you know.
Fast break by the Tarpons, put up by Petrie, and she scores. Causing the Terrebonne Tigers to take a timeout.
Very good lead on the Tarpons, causing Terrebonne to get a little razzled.
Yeah, she watched me when I was a baby.
Definitely. Michaela Bynum, as you said, some great defensive plays, getting some easy steals for the Tarpons, causing them to get a couple of easy baskets, making the lead go up to 11. So that was really good.
I'd have to kill 2 or 3 of them.
Terrebonne is just getting a little bit sloppy with their passes. Their inside passes to the inside of the key are being bobbled and causing it, making it easy for the Tarpons to get a fast break steal, put some points up on the board. It's going to be Terrebonne ball. Terrebonne brings it up the court. Decides to drive in, makes a lob pass, almost stolen. Terrebonne playing on the outside of the key, passes in, puts up a layup. Terrebonne recovers the rebound again. One thing that's not going in the Tarpons' way is all defensive rebounds. Terrebonne's getting a lot of second chance shots. And Bynum on the fast break score. Getting that, like we said, Michaela Bynum's just getting those steals and putting up those easy layups on the fast break.
20 seconds left in it. Never mind. I would think Terrebonne would look for one shot, but it looks like Terrebonne just took the shot. So therefore, out of bounds on Terrebonne and Tarpon's ball.
I have 13 seconds left in this quarter. See if Tarpons can get one shot up before we go into fourth quarter. Pass to the inside the buzzer guard is tipped and stolen. Terrebonne getting a pass. We just got an update that the Lafourche boys are up 29. No, how much was it? 19-11. Sorry, I saw the 9. 19-11 over in, where are they playing? Grace King? They're playing in Grace King. Terrebonne making some free throws, bringing us into the fourth quarter.
Score is 40 Lafourche, 30 Terrebonne.
Lafourche is up by 10. The way that Lafourche is playing, you wouldn't think they'd be up by so much because of a couple of sloppy passes, going for turnovers, but I feel like the Tarpons are making up for it on the defensive side, getting a lot of turnovers of their own and just taking it down the court. We're going to take a quick minute break here before we start back up the fourth quarter. Actually, we're not. Fourth quarter play is coming. Looks like Bourgeois,
Petrie, Ryan, Mac Bynum, and Buzzygard is in to start the fourth quarter.
Elizabeth's way better with names than I am. Bynum passes to Petrie, Petrie to Ryan. Ryan to Petrie. Petrie kicks it out to Bourgeois. Bourgeois drives in for a layup off of the rim, off of the backside of the rim, and Terrebonne recovers. Tarpon's not getting a lot of offensive rebounds, which is kind of surprising. Terrebonne puts up a layup and misses. Tarpon's recovered. Tarpons are driving on a fast break. Bynum pass to Ryan. Layup is in and out. Terrebonne recovers. Terrebonne crosses half court, slows up. Terrebonne starting to drive. Shot is no good, recovered by the Tarpons. Bynum taking it up.
Looks like Lafourche is still trying to push the ball, trying to get everybody down, getting a little easy bucket. Just what they did was the guard just scored 2 and was fouled.
Great job by Buzigard to keep her shot and just lay it up and in through the pressure.
Looks like Lario came in for Ryan.
I'm getting some substitutions for Terrebonne here too. We don't have a full roster for Terrebonne. That's why we're not saying any names. We didn't get that well of a roster, so our apologies.
And Buzz did make her 1 free throw.
Terrebonne takes it up the court. Being patient with the ball. Passes in, shots up, and walking is called on Terrebonne as she tries to put up the shot through a little bit of pressure. Looked like Terrebonne coach was looking for a foul of some kind, so.
Looks like Bynum was trying to hold the ball and then to get Terrebonne to get up on her, and then Terrebonne finally got up.
Yeah.
So they're now running some offense.
Petrie with a great three-point shot. She has just been on fire from the
I believe
three-point
this
line.
is Petrie's 3rd three-pointer.
Definitely, she has been helping out a lot this game. Out on Terrebonne's going to be Tarpon's ball. Great deal of momentum swing for going towards the Tarpon's way.
Looks like the Tarpons are trying to hold the ball, trying to get Terrebonne to pick up on them, wasting some time on the clock.
Shot up by Petrie. Oh, misses that three-point by a little bit. Buzigard's put-back shot is blocked, recovered by Terrebonne. Terrebonne on the fast break. Fouled by Terrebonne.
No
Foul by Buzigard on the floor. Names are just not coming to me tonight, I swear. Sorry for the folks on YouTube. Looks like Terrebonne's going to take a full timeout here. So we're going to take a quick minute break from action, and we'll be right back. This is Dallas Falls and Elizabeth Curel back covering YouTube coverage of the Lady Tarpons going up against the Lady Tigers. Waiting for the Tarpons to come back out from that timeout. Seen some great deal of play from the Tarpons here.
A little turnover on Terrebonne, causing Tarpons to get the ball.
Looks like Terrebonne walked right there, so it's going to be the Tarpons' ball. Bynum's bringing it up. Bynum pass to Petrie.
A turnover on Tarpons, so therefore it's Terrebonne's ball.
Terrebonne's bringing it up the floor. Passes half court. Passes tipped. Out of bounds. Lareal tipped it, and then Terrebonne player tried to recover it, but it was out of bounds on Terrebonne, so it's going to be Tarpon's ball.
It looks like Terrebonne is now playing a man-to-man on Lady Tarpons, where that doesn't bother Bynum. She still drives and takes it to the goal.
Looked like Bynum's layup was a little high there. Buzigard went up for the rebound and got called for the foul.
Coach Terrebonne just called a 30-second timeout.
It looks like she had something up her, something that she noticed right away, and that's why she called a timeout really quickly. So the score is 46 Tarpons, 30 to Tigers. Tarpons have a 16-point lead, but it has been a great deal of action here in Terrebonne. Just Terrebonne getting unlucky with some walks and some turnovers later in the third quarter and at the beginning of this fourth quarter, making the Tarpons lead a little bit larger.
Yeah, I'm very glad that the Tarpons are able to pick up their lead and not be so back-to-back on the scores.
Definitely. Terrebonne's ball. Terrebonne's going to bring it up the floor. Pass to the inside. Back to the corner. Corner three by Terrebonne misses. Recovered by Lareal. Lareal passes to Bynum. Bynum slows it up.
Looks like the girls picking up high and pressure on Bynum.
Like you said, they're going towards a man-to-man defense with some high pressure.
Looks like it doesn't really bother South Lafourche. They call in some good offensive plays, getting the ball moving.
Looks like the Tarpons are just trying to kill some clock with a lot of top-of-the-key passes going between Lareal, Petrie, Bynum. Just them three just passing the ball off to each other. It's gonna be Tarpon's ball off of the tip ball by Terrebonne. Man-to-man, hitting up that. Terrebonne's bringing the high pressure on Bynum. A lot of those handoff passes being given between Lareal, Petrie, Bynum, and Bourgeois.
It looks like the Tarpons are running the weave, and it just Terrebonne ain't having it. They keep on trying to foul them, so it's their second foul, and I believe Lady Tarpons are now in bonus.
That helps out the Tarpons a lot. We get to kill some more clock, forcing them to foul us, and then we get to go to the line for it. So Sierra Lareal at the line for one-on-one. She makes the first one. Sierra Lareal going for her second shot. And it is in, making the score 48 to 30 with 4 minutes left in the game. Tarpons keeping that tight pressure on the ball. Thought it was a clean block by Abigail Buzigard, but she is going to be fouled, and the Tarpon fan section does not like that call. Terrebonne's going to go to the line for two. It looked like Abigail was bumped her a little bit, but it looked like she had a clean hand on the ball, so interesting call there by the refs. Terrebonne's first free throw is no good.
Nileja Mack is subbing in for Buzigard.
Terrebonne's second shot is also no good, and it is going to go out of bounds on Terrebonne. So Tarpon's ball. Looked like some weak blocking out, and then nobody was actually there to get the rebound. It's just that the Terrebonne player went out of bounds with the ball, so it's going to be Tarpon ball. Looked like they're running the weave again. Lareal passes to Mac passes to Petrie. Petrie passes it to Lareal. Lareal passes it to Bynum.
Looks like they're just trying to stall the ball, trying to look for a good shot, passing it out in. which is very, very good.
Definitely trying to waste some clock. 3 minutes, 30 seconds left in the game. Just trying to kill some clock. Just passing the ball on the top of the key. Larill to Petrie, Petrie to Bynum, and then into Bourgeois and Mack, and then back out to Bynum and Petrie. They're just going to pass the ball all day if it means keeping their lead. Bynum holding up the weave motion. Bynum finally gets it to Larill. Larill passes to Bourgeois on the inside, back out to Petrie, and then back to Bynum. They're just running this weave all day. Looks like that's their only game plan at this point. Just killing the clock. 2 minutes, 30 seconds left. Thought they were going to go out for a shot. Comes back out to Bynum. Just the bob and weave. Low pass to Bourgeois. Bourgeois recovers to Petrie. Across the court to Mack. And then to Bynum. Lafourche fans know exactly what's going on. We're about to hit the 2-minute mark left in the game.
Lady Tarpons are looking very nice on this play.
Yeah. Just letting the clock run out, not letting the Tigers come between them. Oh, a little bit of sloppy play right there. Leads to a Terrebonne steal. Terrebonne on the fast break. Offensive foul on the charge.
Looks like Petrie just got called a charge on her. So it looks like it's Tarpon's ball again.
It's going to be Tarpon's ball with 1:44 left in the game. Tarpon's up 48-30. Bynum's bringing it up.
Looks like they're going to stall the ball some more, which is the smart thing to do.
Definitely. Petrie drives in. It looks like Mack and Bourgeois are just standing in one spot, getting there just to pass it back out. Just trying to kill some clock. Terrebonne playing a little bit aggressive because they're figuring out what's going on, but still the Tarpons are getting away clean with all these passes. Double dribble on Petrie. It didn't look like she had possession, but ref's call. Terrebonne's going to have the ball with 1:05 left. Under a minute left in the game. Terrebonne's trying to get some points. Terrebonne's going to call a timeout. So they could get some other players some playing time.
It looks like she just called a timeout just to get some subs in, you know.
Yep. It's going to be Tristan Boudreau and Lainey Kiger in. So right now it's Bynum, Larill, Petrie, Kiger, and is that Boudreau?
Boudreau?
Yeah, Boudreau. I said her name before and I couldn't say it again. My mind is just somewhere else tonight.
South inbounds the ball.
Terrebonne bringing some pressure. South gets across half court easily though. Bynum passes to Larill. Larill back to Bynum. All at the top of the key trying to bob and weave here. Bynum to Larill. Larill drives, puts up a layup and scores, putting the exclamation point on this game as we're under 30 seconds left. Tarpons are up 50-30.
Definitely what they need now. 20-point lead.
Looks like Terrebonne is kind of dribbling out the clock, but she drives in and misses the layup. But the putback is good, and she is fouled on the putback. So we're going to go to the line for a attempt for a three-point play for Terrebonne. After the game, we're going to get a quick 1 or 2 minutes about the Tarpons and how they played tonight. Terrebonne's going to attempt the three-point play here. And she misses. Recovered by Terrebonne. Terrebonne tries to put up another shot. Looks like a jump ball with 3 seconds left. It's going to be Tarpon's ball, and that should, white ball, actually. So it's going to be Terrebonne's ball. It's going to be Terrebonne's ball on the baseline. 3 seconds left. Just trying to get a shot up, and they do, but they miss. And it's recovered by Bynum, and that ends the game. Final score is Lady Tarpons 50, Lady Tigers 32. Great win for the Tarpons. So Elizabeth, they definitely, the Tarpons actually picked up their passes. They had some great passes, and that led to extending their lead. But what else did the Tarpons do that led to victory tonight?
I mean, overall, they kind of started off a little slow, and they just kind of picked it up at the end of the game. You know, getting some good passes, passing the ball, getting some good shots in.
Definitely. Terrebonne couldn't mess with that bob and weave in the fourth quarter.
Definitely not.
They didn't put as much pressure, but the Lady Tarpons giving it their all tonight, putting up great shots, putting up great defense. Looks like we're going to get an interview with Miss Terrebonne, with Rainey Terrebonne, with Coach Rainey Terrebonne, I believe. So, Coach, great win tonight. What were some of the key things that led to your victory, do you think, that y'all worked on in the game?
Well, obviously not rebounding.
Uh-huh.
In the first half. I think we did a better job of rebounding in the second half. But just the way that we moved the ball in the second half, we were able to stop them from scoring more in the second half than we were in the first half. So our defense kind of led to our offense and able to score, and then us being able to hold a ball out for 2.5, 3 minutes at the end of the game.
Helped out a lot.
I mean, that kind of helped us out big time, too.
Definitely. It looked. Elizabeth, you got anything?
I'm good.
Definitely. It looked like y'all picked it up in the second half. Those 3-pointers by Petrie definitely helped y'all. What on the defensive side helped y'all? It looked like you said that y'all recovered the ball a lot more, but y'all started out with pressure, but then y'all kind of laid back. So
I think we just stepped up on the defensive side of the court in the second half. I mean, we didn't press at all in the second half, but I just think our defense just stepped up.
Right.
We got our hands more in the passing lanes, so their passes weren't as easy. They were running their offense so high up that if you want to run it that high, go for it, because they can't hurt us.
Right.
So, just those kind of things kind of helped us out in the second half defensively.
Right. And, yeah, that's it. So,
All right.
Great job, Coach. Thanks.
Thank you. Go Tarpons.
Some last-minute cues in for Elizabeth. Anything else? All right. I would just like.
Well, Dallas, I'm going to interrupt. Elizabeth, Dallas, dynamic duo. Y'all did a great job tonight, and I appreciate what y'all did for South Lafourche Tarpons.
No problem. Anytime, Mr. Truck. I do have, in the name of Mr. Turtle Griffin, I have to end it like this. Elizabeth, you got anything else?
No, I'm good.
You'd like to add? You good? Go Tarpons, and God bless America.